Okay, this is take two. I want to talk about conscious, loving relationships. Now, I had the privilege of talking to someone who's going through a separation right now, and I gave her all my truth bombs, as she said it. And amazingly, then I read an article by Raffaella Manacorda on Elephant Journal, and really, he said everything, all the points that I had said to her in the conversation. So I decided I would give that a try. Anyone who's really thinking about having a conscious relationship and is struggling right now, and this can be a romantic relationship or something else, I believe. And I will give you Raphael Manacorda's website after at the end of this presentation. So here we are. You want to have a conscious relationship, and that's actually one of the things that is very interesting right now. There's this dichotomy between the world of people who are very unconscious, acting, reacting in anger, in fear, and really in the drama of their feelings, versus people who are very deliberate. They're conscious about what food they're eating, what they're putting into their body, what they're doing with their body, exercise, their health, and even the way they do business, social entrepreneurs, giving back to the community, their faith, their spirituality, their creativity, their community. So you have these two things that are happening at the same time. And so it's no wonder that people realize that, wow, if I change the way I do these different things, maybe the way I have my relationships and interact could be different as well. So what does it mean to have a conscious relationship? I think the first thing, and I'm going to actually paraphrase Raffaello's article, because it's a great article, and it gave a framework to my own thoughts. So first he says active trust versus passive. So what does that mean? So passive trust is this idea that you do something and then I'll decide if you're trustworthy. So I'm just watching, I'm observing, and you got to prove yourself to me no matter what. Whereas active trust is I choose to trust you. Whether it's independent of action, it's really a choice. So you can have fears and insecurities based on bad past experiences, but if you carry them with you, you're basically waiting for the shoe to drop. You're waiting for someone to basically earn your trust, and therefore you're acting from a place of fear and deficit. So active trust is one, and if you can get past that, you can, someone does something that proves that they're untrustworthy, then you take it away, as opposed to conditionally waiting for it to happen. Number two, forgiveness, and this is huge. Resentment and holding on to your anger is like taking poison and hoping the other person gets sick. It doesn't work, and the only person it harms is you. So forgiveness is huge. It's a big part of your humanity, is to basically say we all make mistakes. We've all made bad decisions. We've all been unconscious in our behavior. I've done things that were like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. That seemed right at the time. So putting yourself in someone else's shoes, having that empathy for their own, ability to mess up, goes a long way in a conscious relationship. Number three is, I guess he's calling it self responsibility. I like to call it self-efficacy. And that is basically this idea that you are responsible for everything that you do. And if you fall into the blame game, and you're kind of projecting onto someone else, you're basically, not deflecting your own part in anything, including not forgiving or being hypercritical or antagonistic or whatever. And one of the keys to this number three part of the being self-efficacy or responsibility is communication. So owning what's yours, totally. That's the only thing you can do, the only thing you can change. Number four, growth. I love this one. Growth versus comfort. So you're in a relationship, your family, your siblings, your man, your woman, whatever, and you are working hard to keep the status quo. Okay, it's like the dog paddle. You're moving, you're swimming, and you're not getting anywhere. You're just staying afloat. Eventually you'll be exhausted. Whereas something that is moving forward has momentum. It's just like it's going forward. So if you're working hard to be in a comfortable place, you're not growing. And growth is really about getting past the status quo. It's looking at your mirror and deciding that you can always do better. You can always improve. You can, and that this idea of growth is that with the people you love, you're showing up to your best self. And if you're evolving, that other person's going to see that. So there's this, it becomes a dance, a game where you're bettering yourself. And as opposed to just trying to keep everything the same. And that takes a lot of energy, and it's not always successful. They say in business, actually, if you're interested, that if you want to stay in the same place, you're actually going backward. So, number 5, no drama. That's a big one. How many of you do dramas? I do drama sometimes. How many people do you know that are really into their feeling at the moment? You get the feeling, and they're like, so passion is not drama. And excitement and enthusiasm, that's not drama. So drama is I like how he puts this, the over-identification with a feeling and then digging in. So don't you do that? So you're really like, I'm mad now, and you're like, I'm mad, and you just circle the wagon of the anger or the disappointment, and you are just around that, and it doesn't move. It's like the eye of the storm just continues to swirl and off the coast and just never moves. It hurts. It hurts for yourself and for others when you're not moving past the drama, the feelings, the feelings that you keep feeding, the fire of the feelings. And what you've done is you've sort of short-circuited time. So you forgot that actually, in time, this will pass. Those feelings will die down, the anger, the disappointment, the shame, whatever it is. And so the drama is all about indulgence. And deciding that you don't want drama is just really letting the storm pass. When like a thunderstorm, and it goes really quickly, and like there's a lot of lights, and then and the rain, and then it's just peaceful. So if you let it pass as quickly as possible, without denying any of the feelings, but just letting it go through and out, rather than keeping it off the coast, the hurricane off the coast, and creating havoc, actually. And number 6, oneness. I like this one too. So oneness is this idea that we are in this together. Humanity is in this together. Community, family, we are all human. It's that interconnection to the cosmos, to nature, to all of life, to consciousness, whatever your belief is. And it's this idea that you're not an island, that there's this, when you collaborate or cooperation, creativity is really all about this. Co-creating, you are part of something, the yin, the yang, the things that interconnect us together, that bring harmony. And because if you can practice this, it's actually the biggest form of compassion, is that you're not isolated, that we're all connected, that we're all human, we're all, beings of light or made of star stuff. That part of you, if you keep that in your conscious mind, the oneness aspect will help in your conscious relationships. And this could be for any relationship, really. Although our romantic ones seem to cause us some of the most pain when they're not working. So I'm going to give a shout out to, he has never met me, but I loved his article. His name is Raffaella Manacorda, and his website is fragmentsofelution.org. That's FRAGMENTSOF, evolution, that's all one word, .org. So that's me signing out, and I'll see you on YouTube. Bye.